Hello YouTube, welcome to Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey as always. Thank you for joining me today. On our last episode, we started on our ramp over project in our enclosed trailer. We're going to see if we can finish that up today, so stay tuned. Well, on our last episode, we had gotten this side here done, but I kind of got a second wind. To be honest with you, I just want to get it finished, so I went ahead and did this side here. And we did the same thing that we did on this side. Actually, I did this one twice as fast. That's just the way it always goes. But boy, I was telling you about the how bad this trailer is out of square and not level. This side was way worse than this side. And it's just amazing you think that that could be that way. But I got to looking at this metal I got from my brother, my late brother Gene, who had passed away about 1.5 years ago. I bought this from my sister-in-law down there. He had a bunch of it in his shop, but it's a lot thinner. I think it's like 1/8 inch. So instead of putting the diamond plate on top of this, we're going to go ahead and put some plywood on it. So I'll show you what I did. I bought I was really dreading having to mess with some 4x8 sheets, but ended up Home Depot had these, and these are only $5 a piece. And like I say, it's really not necessary, but that's just gonna make it a lot stronger. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get these installed, and we'll cut them to length. I gotta narrow them up just a little bit, about 6 inches. But we'll start getting this on first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, before we get started on this plywood, we're going to install these brackets here, braces, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to put 3 on each side. And I don't think these things would move much, but we're going to go ahead and tie them down to the floor. There's always a wood subfloor in these things. So we're going to go ahead and just use sheetrock screws to mount them in place. So let's get that done first, then we'll start on the plywood. Okay, that's what our little bracket's gonna look like, little braces. So we'll put 3 per side, so we'll get 1 more here in the back and 1 down the end. And then we'll move on to try and get this plywood on. All right, to say that I am happy is an understatement. Solid as a rock, and we are good to go now. We'll put a little transition piece down here, probably put a piece of metal down there. It won't take much, but man, it looks good. And I mean, it is solid. Putting the plywood on there was the right decision. And now we'll come back and just cover it with aluminum just for looks, and then that'll be good. So now we got to start on this side, and I got a little trick on this side. We're going to utilize this space in here. I bought a piano hinge, and you see those chairs, that's exactly where they stay at all the time, and all the extra straps. So this side, we're going to do a little more fancy. We're going to go ahead and we can clip up a handle here, or a handle on a lid. I may just put a finger hole in it or whatever, but we're going to try to utilize this storage space here. And I think that'll be really, really cool to do. So I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. It's going to be kind of design as you go, but that's going to be the next project, and see how we can get that done. All right, this is kind of design as you go type deal. What I decided to do was to give some extra strength and tie it into the trailer frame even more. We're going to make two separate doors. So we cut these 8 inches wide, then that ties in the middle and on each end. Now we use a piano hinge, and we're going to cut there and be able to raise up. So that way I get full access to this storage area. I can put a lot of stuff in there. Then we'll also be able to have two separate doors. So it's gonna be a little tricky cutting these and make them fit perfect, but we'll do that next. But I'm happy with this direction we're gonna go here now. Okay, went back up to Home Depot, and we just went with some traditional hinges versus trying to go with the piano hinge, and they work fine. I've already got stuff in there, so pretty pleased with that. I guess got the drills holding that one up so you can see. But we'll put some extra straps and axle straps and stuff in there. That's gonna be pretty nice. Just to show you how this is gonna look, that piece there needs to be cleaned, but we just have to trim all this. And I've got plenty of these short pieces. They're like 30 inches by, I don't know, 3 foot or so. I got plenty of those. So it's just not quite long enough. Just going to put a little bit of extra piece there. I'll probably slide that down and put the short piece on the end down there. But there you go. I am very, very, very pleased. I think it turned out pretty nice. And then adding the storage space, cleaned up all this other mess. Some of it. Anyway. All right, there you go. So I encourage you to look at this option if you need to build you some ramp overs. You might want to consider this. Well, I appreciate you guys watching for this little project. End up taking better part of a day and a half, almost 2 full days to do this. I still got to come back and put the aluminum on. But I'd say at the end of the day, I have about $325 in this, which is still cheaper than messing with steel. I prefer doing it this way. These are removable now, but it might be something you consider down the road if you need to put some ramp overs in your trailer. It's going to make a whole lot easier getting this car there now, so looking forward to that. So we'll get the aluminum on it in some future episode. I'll come back and show you how it turned out. But I'm tired right now. Speaking of tired, I retired on December the 31st. I turned 62 years old, and after losing my brother at the age of 68, I decided I'm not going to work anymore, and we're going to try and enjoy life, because life is short, and you're not promised anything. And we're going to try to take our track day cars out and play with them some, our Legends car, like our Craftsman truck back there up under the cover. And I got a couple of new tracks I'm going to go with it. Plus, we're going to work on our old 41 Chevrolet pickup some. But got plenty of projects to keep me busy here around the house, and got my tire business we do as well. So hopefully get you some more videos coming more frequently. But thanks again for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. You take care.